Good morning, friends. I'm listening to my devotional in my ear. And we got our latte ready. I have new me golden chai. I found a tea bag in the cupboard that looks delicious. In the house, we do loose leaf. But out here, I can't make a latte with loose leaf with the tea strainer we have. I'm thinking about getting a different one because I do love loose leaf tea. But I buy tea bags for this. The pulsator might be a little cold, if so it won't pulse well. Over vacuum here. I had it just warming up. And it always goes over vacuum when I'm warming it up. Nope, it's pulsing just fine. Actually, there's some water in there that didn't get drained when it got cleaned. So I'm just going to drain that so it pulses better. Oh, thank you, cow, for peeing. It's a nice thing about machine milking. If they pee, you have a closed system. The milk is just fine. It just smells. Now I'm going to get shavings. Looks like it's going to be a lovely sunshiny day. I'm hoping it stays this way, doesn't get super windy later. And then I think it's going to be our first lake day of the year. Well, our first go to the lake to go in the water day. We've been fishing all winter. I can't remember when it was now. Just saying, remember Jessa only has 3 working quarters. When it was that I did a video, how long does it take to milk a cow, or to milk 2 cows, real time, nothing sped up. So that you get a feel for it. Like this would be a 45-minute long video. It was last time. But I can't remember now if I did it for hand. I think I did it for hand milking. Maybe machine milking. But I was thinking, do you guys want me to do an updated version of that? So that would be from when I say to my family, okay guys, I'm going to milk the cows. I'm not actually listening to this and that's messing with my sound. I was listening to my devotional, but it's all done. I usually finish around when I get to Jessa, and then I listen to music for the rest of the time. Oh, but I just remembered I actually brought a Bluetooth speaker out here. Better than earbuds. Anyhow. So from the time that I go, okay guys, I'm going to milk, and I'm getting my supplies I need to milk, and I'm getting the cows, and I'm washing the cows, and I'm milking the cows, and I'm washing the machine, and then I'm going inside and I'm dealing with milk, and once the milk's in the fridge, that's when we're done. That's about 45 minutes. Especially if I'm having to take the time to film it. So, do you guys want to see that beast of a video? Let me know in the comments. I went went to visit friends and I took my cream separator along so that we could run a bunch of milk from their house through, and we made a pile of butter. I made 23 pounds of butter. But I wanted to tell you that I drew the winner for the cream separator giveaway, and the winner of the cream separator and Art of Clabber book is, her handle is that Katie Bug, and the winner of the Art of Clabber book was Snake Oak Farm. So what I do when I'm making large amounts of butter is I just use a drill like this. I have a paint stirrer attachment, or you could use a drywall mixer. It's brand new and we only use it for kitchen stuff. Marius also uses it to stir mead. So it still takes about 15 minutes to do a couple gallons of cream. But this cream is so thick that my cream separator has a hard time with it. There's really not much buttermilk to this. It's just butter with a tiny bit of buttermilk. Pretty wild, hey? So then the butter was a bit soft, so I added in cold water and stirred it around. And then I did some in balls of salted butter and then 1 pound blocks of unsalted. I popped it in the freezer so that I could bag it up and bring it back to them as a little gift. We're going to the garden to plant beans. I know that you can direct seed them, but we have trouble with mice taking them or birds taking them. The seed's just gone. So then we have to replant, and because the soil temperature is not actually that warm right now, like it was below freezing yesterday by half a degree. We've found last year we had way better success. My mom did this, and so I did it this year. I started these only like 10 days ago. They germinate really fast, and then we just plant them out. And it ended up that we had beans so much earlier. Instead of feeling like we were pushing it and we were going to get a frost and kill our plants before we even had good beans, we had so many beans last year that we ended up pulling the plants and feeding them to the pigs because we were done. We have the garlic at the top. The trough is manure tea. In here, my celery did not love the frost. So I lost quite a bit of celery, but that's okay. I had way too much to start. Then we have various brassicas. I haven't actually been down here in a while. They are really not growing very much. I plant them out when they're pretty small, but friends, it has been a cold year. So then these 2 rows are for green beans. And then we have potatoes. These are our shelling peas, and they are coming up, taking their sweet time. Baby potatoes. So cute. So then this row here. Oh yeah, I got sunflowers coming up. We have sunflowers and phacelia. And I don't actually know what baby phacelia looks like. So we'll see what happens there. And then in here we have carrots. Let's see where we go. And we have this cover on it until it germinates. I see lots of weeds germinating. I don't know if there's any carrots germinating yet though. Oh, and then over here we have onions. Lots of rows of onions, and we need to get in here and weed these while these are small on a sunny day. This whole row is onions. And then this row is snap peas, and they are not hardly germinating. Super bummer. Not sure what I'm going to do about that. Oh, and I did have some lettuce that I started ahead that got really leggy, and I planted out here, and I'm not sure if it's going to do much. Did you guys plant carrots in here too?
I think so.
It just didn't get covered. Freya, do you want to water the carrots for me? Water.
We already watered them today.
Water them again, it's dry.
Those beans?
Yeah, and water the flowers here.
This whole row?
Yeah, this whole row, that whole row, onion whole row, peas. You can water while Hamish and I are planting. I've had... Yeah? Should we water it beforehand?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, okay. Freya, can you drag the hose up here? I don't know, they're kind of a finicky one to do without just snapping them. No, they're kind of finicky without just snapping them. See, I have one more pack of pea seeds in my seed thing. Can one of you run up and get them? And we're just gonna replant some. I don't have enough to do all of those, but
Are we gonna soak them?
no, we're just gonna plant them and water them good. Some of the skim milk and buttermilk from making butter the other day. I soaked, well, the kids soaked. I asked them to bring it out to the barnyard and they mixed it with chicken scratch that we buy bulk, locally grown whole grains to make it all delicious treat for the chickens and turkey. So we have cheese resting here. Kitchen is being cleaned. We got some broth to make and some other projects to do. We have sourdough starter because we need to make a bunch of bread. Cheese drying. Butter soft to make a bunch of cookie dough. Yogurt milk scalding, and then I'm just gonna do another round in there right away. Butter churn, make butter. We hit the ground running on Mondays a lot of the time because I have avoided dealing with things for the last couple of days, and then we get to deal with them. So I'm gonna get out of my barn clothes and get on this. Good, I weeded a bunch of it, but I needed something more to weed it with. The thistles, I was not touching them with my bare hands. They're brutal. Give them a rinse. They need to be clean, not sterilized.
She'd like you twist the thing. I would
Is it not in the truck?
Must be in the camper. I thought maybe I left it in the truck, but it wasn't in there. It must be.
We have cheese in the press. I'm working on a canning project with a friend who's visiting. She just had to pop out for a minute. We're canning bear stew, pressure canning. Small children are playing on the deck, and I'm gonna tackle some big dishes here while things are doing their thing. And I'm not sure if you can see out there, menfolk are working on firewood. Always firewood. Because didn't you know? Winter is coming. You can hear the whippersnapper in the background, but I was taking some photos of the coloring books that we have. So these different ages have been coloring in these. But these are ones that are made from photos I have taken. We have 2 volumes, and you can buy them as a PDF and print yourself, or you can get them already printed from 4 pillars, but they're all just homesteady kind of life. Well, actually, there's fishing, and 2 dogs, and pigs, and garden. I love this one. Lots of fun. Mac and Hamish have been weed whacking, although it appears they missed a section. So nice to have this tidier in here. Back inside for dinner and to vacuum seal a bunch of wheels of cheese that have been sitting in the root cellar needing to be dealt with. All sorts of lovely ones here. And then it was back outside to the garden. Have the most lovely evening or morning, depends when you're watching this, friends. Thank you for watching, and if you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And hopefully I'll win against the weeds in this garlic. There is some thistles, friends, that are as tall as me.